welcome to St. Louis and Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals since 2006. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And our starting pitcher here today, Matthew Liberatore. What do we need to know here?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
About to get started here, Michael Busch now at the plate.
Michael Busch.
Hey! Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On to first. One out in the top of the first.
Batting second, third baseman.
Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience singing.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark. They know how to.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. 2 down, bases empty. So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. Former first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati. Grew up in Pittsburgh. Hey! In the dirt, and that's ball one.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball two.
On the corner for a strike. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Two down, nobody on. That one way inside. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score. You're dialed into the show. Back here in St. Louis, and now here's the starter for the Cubs, Matthew Boyd. What do we have on him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Thomas Sajazi leading things off and takes a strike. That one fouled off. Way inside, gets out of the way. And a curve is down and in. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Outside.
Ball, that's outside.
He goes down looking. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. Singy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. Swings through that one for strike one.
Ball.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Ground ball left side. And that's just foul. The 1-2. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Alec Burleson stands in with two away as he takes a ball.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at. Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
2-2 now. In the air to left center. Crow Armstrong under it. And that is that. So the Cards are kept quiet through one. On to the second from St. Louis on the show. No score. New inning getting started. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the four-hole, Seiya Suzuki. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
That's ball two.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit.
Ball one.
No score here in the second.
That's outside.
Liberator measures 6 feet 4 inches, 215 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2018. Now one miss.
That's the ball.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Right through there for a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Outside, and it's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Catcher, Carson Kelly.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. That one misses. Ball 1. This one in the air right field. And a foul ball. Step off throw to first.
No, he's safe.
And he's back in safely. Fouled off. He was late. Crow Armstrong leads off first with 1 away. And that one ripped to left. He makes the grab.
Batting 7th, the designated hitter, Moises Ballesteros.
So up next for Chicago, Moises Ballesteros. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. On the ground, right side, Sajazi. Over to first, and that is that. Cubs leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Lars Nootbaar. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
1 up, 1 down.
Batting 5th, the shortstop, Mason.
So digging in, Mason Wynn. And there's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball 1.
Oh, what a stop. Nicely done for the out.
Batting 6th.
Man, a lot going on that play. Diving stop to his right in that hole, and then gets up and takes it himself. Man, it's a one-man show.
Here's Nolan Gorman.
Outside, that's a ball.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And now it's even 1-1.
Well, baseball is coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here at Busch Stadium. So up now for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. Ripped on a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. That's too low. Ball one. The Cubs looking to strike first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Oh, great stop to first, and they get the out.
Up next for the Cubs, first baseman Michael Busch.
Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. Grounded out his first time up. Ball. Check on the runner. Swanson dives back in safely. 1 out and a runner at second.
Ball, that's low.
Inside, almost got him. Man at second.
Hey!
And the 3-1. Line drive. Oh, he can't hang on. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Well, as an outfielder, your eyes get big when you have an opportunity to catch a fly ball and then gain an assist and cut a runner off. But you have to do first things first, and that's make sure you secure the baseball. If you don't do that, there's no opportunity for an assist.
Here's Alex Bregman. And there's a ball.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away. The lefty ready, and a 1-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. On the ground. Throws to first in time.
Up next for the Cubs, left fielder Ian Happ.
Ian Happ up to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Hey!
Check swing, but he went too far. That is strike 2. In the air to left center. Nootbaar on the move. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 1 and the Cardinals nothing. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Back here in St. Louis, now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker.
Jordan catcher.
Swing and a foul out of play. Strike two.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Here's a 1-2. That one lifted to left. Half under it. Takes it in for the out.
Batting eighth, catcher
Pedro Pajes, the next to hit. Up the middle. In time to Bush. And two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Center fielder Victor Scott II.
Now Victor Scott, maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. High fly ball down the left field line. Happ ranging back on it. And a foul ball. Comes up empty.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in St. Louis, now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Swing and a miss. Foul ball there. Deal 2. And ball 1.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Crow Armstrong takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. There's a swing and a drive. Nootbaar drop step going back. And a foul ball. Here's a 1-1.
Ball, that's out.
Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Got him looking. And that's 4 strikeouts.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Kelly in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. That one found hard the other way. Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one missed. Crushed left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A solo shot. And they boost their lead. It's 2-0.
A fastball might be the most satisfying pitch to hit a home run, and he did it with a pitch outside the zone. Impressive. High fastballs, especially with good velocity, can be really hard to catch up to, but he stays tall, his top hand works extremely well, and he absolutely clobbered it.
So 2 down. Now it'll be the Cubs DH. Moises Ballesteros.
Hey!
The 0-1.
The guy at the
that's
plate
out.
could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Inside.
That's
Ball
inside.
2. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. On the ground to third, and he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw. That ends the frame. Cubs get one on the solo shot. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show.
It ain't no race if I don't win. I push that weight to get that dough, but I don't break cause I've been broke. If ain't no pain, then ain't no growth. To keep it 100, I came in to run it and bet if I had to.
Bottom 4, and here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Thomas Sajazi.
Thomas Sajazi.
You know, these
Ball,
Cards,
that's inside.
as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike
That's
zone.
inside.
You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
That one not close. Ball 3.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Suzuki makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Designated hitter, Ivan Herrera.
Ivan Herrera will hit next. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Puts it in the air out towards left center. That one gets down for a hit. And a man aboard.
Waste no time there. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1.
Hey!
And the 0-1. That one fouled off. Man at first, one away. That's inside. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Cardinals, left fielder.
Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. 0 for 1 so far. Herrera, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. The 0-2. And that one
That's a ball.
upstairs, ball 1. got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. 1 hit, 1 left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Cubs 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here at Busch Stadium. So up now for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. Out to short, win. The throw to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Up next for the Cubs, second baseman, Nico.
So here's Horner now. He's 0 for 1.
Ball, that pitch is up.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One-two now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Way inside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Sets him down looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Michael Busch digs in now. Check swing to the first pitch. Look down to third. And he went around. Rule to swing. Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing happening there for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. Right through there for a strike. This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong under this one. 1 away.
Up next for the Cardinals, third baseman.
And up next for St. Louis, Nolan Gorman. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. Smoked on the ground to second. To first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Up next for the Cardinals, right fielder, Jordan.
So up next, Jordan Walker. Flied to left his first time.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Check swing, and he went 0-2 now.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And that's way high. And that is ball 1.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Swings through it for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. Alex Bregman getting ready to hit.
Third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Softly hit to third. Sends it across to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Cubs, left fielder Ian Happ.
Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Ryan Fernandez up and throwing. Stanek also getting ready. This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Into second, and he's got a double.
Up next for
So
the
much
Cubs,
of good hitting is
right
finding
fielder
holes in the
Ian
defense.
Suzuki.
That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Matthew Liberatore done for the day, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back.
Now pitching
New
for
arm on the mound for the
Cardinals.
Cardinals, number 67.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Seiya Suzuki now at the plate. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. There's the strike. One out and a runner at second, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Right through there for a strike. In the dirt to third, and he's got no chance. He's out.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, you couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. He gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
2 down, nobody on, and downstairs.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Smoked into left. This looks like extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Up next for the
Loud
Cubs,
contact leads to the
center
double.
fielder,
I mean, you could tell it
Armstrong.
had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So runner at second, 2 down. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next to hit. A strikeout and a walk. Late swing, foul to the left. Two outs and one in scoring position.
Nope. Ball
Catcher
one.
challenge. We'll take another look. Pretty close, but it was a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge.
Hey!
Suzuki at second with 2 down. And that one almost got him.
Ball
Really
three.
good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Man on second, 2 down. And ball
Whoa.
4, 2
Take
aboard.
your bait.
Up next for the Cubs, catcher Carson Kelly.
Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. He went deep back in the fourth. A pretty important swing of the bat in this ball game.
Yeah, Boogie, he didn't waste any time. He jumped all over that pitch and saw it the entire way. You talk about squaring it up. He didn't miss a stitch on the baseball.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that is that. Cubs strand a couple, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Bottom of the 6th inning, and now the Cardinals catcher, Pedro Pajes.
Pedro Pajes.
Yep, that ball went out.
The 1-0.
Hey!
Yeah, that's fouled off. Two on the way. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pat turns to the right on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Up next for the Cardinals, center
Now
fielder,
here is Victor Scott.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here. Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Handles, throws to first.
Up
Yeah, they
next
get
for
the out.
Cardinals, second baseman Thomas Sajazi.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Now it's the second baseman, Thomas Sajazi. And first offering is fouled off.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
That is the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in St.
Leading
Louis,
off for the
and here's the
Cubs,
DH for the Cubs,
designated hitter,
Moises Ballesteros. On the ground to the left. Gorman throws on to first. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the Cubs, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson stands in. 1 for 2.
Nope.
That's in for a strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-1. Swanson wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges. That's off the mark, and that's ball 3. Right through there for a strike. In the air to left center. Nootbaar moving under this one. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Cubs, second baseman.
Manager out of the
Nico Horner.
dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Number 67 departs. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching.
New pitcher for the Cardinals, Ryan
Number
Fernandez.
64.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Nico Horner. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Nope. Inside. Ball 2.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And that one is
That's ball 3.
downstairs. 3 balls, no strikes. Fastball for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Late that time, and it's strike 2. Got him swinging. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're up 2-0. Set for the last half of the 7th. So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Ivan Herrera.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
The 0-1.
Ball.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong and their timing's off.
Swings through that one. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Strikeout number 8. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Here comes the 0-1.
Inside. Ball 1.
The Cubbies up by 2 here, the bottom of the 7th. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That's to third. Bregman throws across the diamond. He's out.
Up next for the Cardinals, left fielder,
Lars Nootbaar. Next up for the Cardinals. Ball one there.
Aye!
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. He's painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Next offering is outside.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Cardinals, the shortstop,
Mason Wynn will hit next. In the air, left field. Happ settles under this one, and the inning is over. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. Major League Baseball is on the show. We go to the 8th. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Michael Busch.
You know, these Cubs, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far, and that's something they should feel very good about.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Speaking of those line drives, you can't get too discouraged when they don't drop in for you. It's important to remember that you pretty much did everything right, and that's just baseball sometimes.
Line drive, short hop to third. Gorman throws on to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman, Alex Bregman.
And now it's Alex Bregman.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
And that's outside. Fernandez, in his second season, he features a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. Started after it, appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Pat at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. And Ian swings through.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Backed off the plate that time. Two down, nobody on. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and that is that. Cubs are down quietly, but they're on top 2-0.
Now pitching for the
Back
Cubs.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Hunter Harvey.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Nolan Gorman getting ready to hit.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on. Running that good fastball up on the hitter's inside. If nothing else, it keeps him from diving out over the plate to get those arms extended on the pitch away.
Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Outside, and that's ball 2.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Two now. Just missed.
Outside.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Chases the high curve, struck him out.
Not a very good curveball right there, but sometimes those high breaking balls kind of surprise you as a hitter, and when they stay high, have just a little more velo on them to get by you. And that 2-strike count, I thought it was a pretty good pitch to hit. I think he got a little too excited and tried to do too much.
Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. And a big swing and a miss. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Next offering is down low. Struck him out swinging. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Pedro Pajes. Popped up. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out. They'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. It's the Cubs 2 and the Cardinals nothing.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Chris Roycroft.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Seiya Suzuki. 1 for 3. Sliced hard but foul. Oh, 1 now. Right through there for a strike. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Gordon Graceffo, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Armstrong checks his swing, appeal to third, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down.
Up next for the Cubs.
Man at first.
Catcher,
So up next for
Carson
Chicago,
Kelly.
Carson Kelly. He's already homered here in this one. In the dirt. Now throw to first, but back easily. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. That one ripped, but foul. Crow Armstrong stands at first with 1 out. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Next is the designated hitter, Moises Ballesteros. This one in the air center field. And that'll do it. It's the Cubs 2 and the Cardinals nothing.
Now pitching for the Cubs.
Welcome back, and
Number
here comes the
38.
closer, Daniel Palencia.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass.
Ball
Wow,
one.
triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1.
Ball two.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. Outside.
Nope, outside.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Flips it. And the throw is
he's
late.
safe.
They couldn't overcome the misplay.
Leadoff man aboard on the error, and that puts your pitcher in a little bit of a tough spot right away to start the inning, not where you want to be. So we'll see if he's able to work around it and pick the defense up.
Stepping in, Thomas Sajazi. 0 for 3 in this one. Outside low, and that's ball one. The tying run at the plate. That one in triple digits.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Right through there for a strike. Stays alive. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. Just off the outside edge.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Tying run at the plate. Struck him out looking.
Up next for the Cardinals, designated hitter, Ivan.
Now it's the DH, Ivan Herrera. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Late swing, fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Cardinals now with just 1 out remaining.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
So it's their last chance in this one. At the plate, Alec Burleson. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. There's the strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
On the ground to third, and it goes just foul. 1 strike away. In the dirt, the throw into second. Tag, got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, we saw a lot of good pitching and defense in this ball game. And when you have a low-scoring game, it's imperative that the players stay on their toes, ready to make plays behind their pitcher. And they did exactly that. It's an excellent win. Everyone goes in the clubhouse feeling really good about themselves.
2-0 your final here in this one. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
My love, it used to move you. My love was always on your mind. Now you just look right through me, treat me like a ghost. So you don't need to tell me that you already let go. Funny how time can change us. I think you used to crave my love, my love. 'Cause I know I don't get you no more. You don't need me like you did before. I guess we lost the magic. Got to break the habit. I can tell you've given me up.
trains in New York City roll thunder down the line. The teachers rise in Richmond as they sleep in San Antonio, while the harbor lights on Baltimore got nurses